Hey everybody, Jeff, Garage Maker Guy here with a quick update on the slot car track. As you can see, it's under construction. So what I've done is I've started to prepare for the scenery. I've been putting in these modular pieces of just some 1/4-inch Luan. I buy the little 2-foot by 4-foot pieces so they fit in my car and they're just easier to work with. And starting to get the structure in place to support this bank turn at this end, which is probably the trickiest part because I want to, make sure that the cars are still accessible and most importantly visible from areas of the track. So it's a little bit tricky. Of course I wanted to build big giant mountains and all that stuff, but not good when you're building a racetrack to build big structures if you've got overpasses and places where the drivers will lose sight of their vehicle during a race. Although that can be very entertaining, that novelty wears off very quickly. So anyway, we've started to get the borders. I've trimmed up the corners of the table so it's a little bit easier to get around here. This will actually get finished. There'll be another piece of masonite on the outside that'll be painted white. On the inside, it's just primer gray. It looks really good. I've actually made guardrails very similar to the black ones that are over here. But I find the primer gray looks more realistic, and it works good for putting decals, advertisements and all that stuff on it, so it adds a little more realism. But I just want something besides green carpet. So I also don't want to put the scenery directly onto the carpet. The carpet is there mostly for sound deadening and to keep the dust and wood particles from the table from coming up. Although that, putting the paint on the table really helped a lot with that. So what else? Oh, I've added some, basically, there's Ethernet cables for each corner of the track. I did not put one for the center because the center, the person's going to be right at the control panel, so they don't need one. But I'm putting in these track call switches. These are the big red buttons. It's a momentary, normally open switch. So basically when the driver presses this switch during the race, it'll pause the race. Every driver has one. And that way, if they crash, they can just press the button, the race will get paused, put the car back on the track, press the button again, and it'll start the race. Thanks to, I can't remember his name right now, but on the Home Racing World page, he posted it. Great solution. I actually signed up for to be a member there, got my account, and logged in and couldn't post, couldn't reply, couldn't send people messages. So I just figured it out on my own, and I'll probably do that in another video, track call, button wiring, because it does involve a little bit of code, a Arduino Leonardo board, and a bunch of big red buttons. So there'll be one here, and another one here, and then as you can see, I've got the cable over here, and there'll be another button here. And I also did cut this off so you can actually walk through here without killing yourself. And then there'll be another button, and I will actually round this corner of the table off, and I will do a video on that. It's basically just putting a 45-degree brace underneath, moving the leg, and then cutting this around, and then putting in some anchor points so you can flex the masonite around it. It looks really nice when it's done, but I saved this corner for last to actually film it, if people are interested. I'm starting to get some subscribers, not getting a lot of feedback. Please let me know what you want to see. I've been doing this slot car thing for a long time, probably about 30 years. So this has been something I've been wanting to get back into. My stuff was in storage for probably 20 years, and it's finally up, and a lot of guys come over. We have a lot of fun on this track, and I will take another video shortly after I make some progress. Hopefully you'll actually see some of the plaster cloth, mostly woodland scenic stuff, and maybe get the other stuff put up. But anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Have fun.